What's up everyone? Today we got a new update for Fortnite and we're going to go over a whole bunch of new information as well as go over and feature a couple of your guys' comments from my last video. Guys, if you're getting really hyped for the event, make sure you smash a like. Let's get somewhere around 1,000. That would be amazing. And also consider subscribing to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see more. I'm coming at you almost every day with the latest and greatest Fortnite news and information. I anticipate a couple really big videos over the next couple days, so you're definitely not gonna want to miss out. So one of the biggest takeaways from the update this morning was the fact that overtime challenges for Season X have officially been announced, and here is what you're going to be able to earn. All new variants for existing Battle Pass skins this season. This isn't the very first time we have had overtime challenges. I believe we've had them like 3 or 4 times, so this is obviously very welcome. I remember the very first time that we had overtime challenges, you were able to earn the Battle Pass for the next season completely free. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here again this time. I wonder if that will ever come back. It was truly amazing. Then again, that was around the time that Apex Legends was threatening to overtake Fortnite. It never really did. So that may have just been a way to kind of strike back at Apex. Anyway, courtesy of the patch notes, Season X's overtime mission will run from Tuesday, October 8th to Sunday, October 13th. So a total of 5 days for these challenges, which to me is a pretty fair amount of time to get them done. Now, as you may have been wondering from the dates of those overtime challenges, yes, Season X did officially get extended. In the patch notes, it explicitly says, we may be almost out of time, but we're not out just yet. Season X has been extended by a week. For the longest time, it's been counting down in the Battle Pass, and we figured the season would be ending this weekend because that is clearly what it said, but they decided to extend the season by a week and incorporate the overtime challenges, which I'm okay with. Anytime we can get new free variants of existing skins and free stuff, free rewards, I'm all for it, but at the same time, I was really looking forward to Season 11 starting really soon. It's still starting soon, but just not as soon as we once anticipated. This next bit of info comes to you courtesy of SheenaBR on Twitter, and they say, according to the API, which is basically just leaked files in the coding, Season 11 will now end somewhere between October 13th and October 17th. The tweet then continues saying, kind of disappointed it got delayed though. I'm in the same boat, but at the same time, like I just said, anytime we can get free stuff, literally just free stuff we can unlock, I'm all for it. So naturally, because of the delayed season, or extension of Season X, whichever way you want to look at it, the question gets raised. What's happening in terms of the live event that we've been expecting? We all thought it was going to be this weekend, and it could still be this weekend. I'm not going to write it off, but I won't lie, it's looking less and less likely. As of now, there are only 2 possible weekends the event could happen on. This weekend, most likely on a Saturday, or next weekend. Here's a tweet from Fort Tory, and it's got a pretty interesting theory in it. It says, theory, the out-of-time mission, aka the overtime challenges, will be available from Tuesday, October 8th at 9 a.m. until Sunday, October 13th at 2 p.m. All times are in Eastern Time. In the past, events took place at or around that time. The only exception I can think of to this rule was the butterfly event from Season 6, if I recall correctly. I think it was a little earlier in the morning. Anyway, the theory is, what if we see the event take place immediately after these challenges end, because we would be, out of time, plus it would make sense for the event to take place at 2 p.m. exactly when the challenges are up, and it would be on a weekend. Just to back that up even more, credible leaker Lucas7Yoshi says the event is expected on the weekend of the 12th/13th, so unfortunately it looks like along with the delayed Season 11 start, the event has also been delayed, so a little bit of a bummer. It's not exactly absolutely confirmed, but it's pretty probable. That would also explain why the countdown hasn't started yet, which we would probably expect it to have been. Yesterday, to announce the upcoming patch that would happen today, Fortnite tweeted and said, "Hi there." Now, the very first line of the tweet is important because in the past, every time Fortnite has announced an update, the very first line has been symbolic of at least one part of what's to come in the next update. So for example, and this isn't verbatim, but back when the Sneaky Silencers game mode was a thing and the update was going to implement that game mode, they would say something in the tagline like, "Stay sneaky." The first line almost always relates to what is going to be in the update, at least in some capacity. Now, with that in mind, there's also been a leaked file in the game's coding that is directly related to the event, and it simply says Athena, hi there. In case you don't know, Athena is the code name in the game's files to differentiate the two game modes, Battle Royale and Save the World. Anytime you see something with the Athena tag in the coding, you know it's specifically aimed and targeted for Battle Royale as opposed to STW. So what does hi there even mean? Clearly, it means something relatively important because Fortnite decided to include that as the tagline for the latest update. I'm trying to wrap my head around what hi there could potentially mean, and of course, as always, I'm completely open to reading your feedback, your comments, and everything like that, because truly, I don't think you guys even understand what you mean to me and the evolution of my channel. You guys are what keeps me running, so anytime you have something to say, I am more than happy to listen. In the comment section of my last video, Gamer Guru Greatness commented and said, "What if Jonesy wasn't drawing the original fight between the Cattus and the Doggus?" Of course, he's referencing the Fortnite image. Maybe he was talking about the next fight, and maybe, just maybe, showing the more important fight, because it did show the robot with two arms holding the sword. Now, if you do look at the completed Fortnite image from Season 9, right in the center, you do see the Cattus and the robot fighting it out. Of course, that did depict the final showdown, which was the name of the event for Season 9. Now, he actually does make a good point in the theory. When you look at what's going down, the robot clearly does have two arms holding the sword. And as we know, during the event, the robot only had one arm. That was the inspiration for the no sweat emote, which is the half loss, if you will. His other arm was ripped off during combat, and ultimately, when he did kill the Cattus and when he did wield the sword, he only had one arm. So, that's not exactly what was depicted in the Fortnite image, and as we know for Season X here, things have been reoccurring, but in slightly different ways. So what if we're gonna have another fight here between these two, and this time, his arm isn't thrown off, and he's wielding the sword with two hands? I don't know if it's probable or even likely, but I can't say it doesn't make sense. In fact, it makes a pretty solid amount of sense. This next bit comes to you from user Raider122 over on Reddit, and basically it's just him explaining how the Fortnite PSN store has changed its picture to the loading screen of everyone waving goodbye to the battle bus. So clearly, if Fortnite is changing its picture to be this, to represent the season as of now, it must be important. That single loading screen must be unbelievably crucial to what's going to happen later in the season and ultimately to help start Season 11. And it's not like this is some kind of breaking news. I mean, we've been talking about having a new map for about a week or two now, ever since this stuff has been getting prominence, and it's not like it's a secret. Like, this is pretty much going to happen. I would bet on getting a new map at this point based on every single thing that we've talked about between this, the loading screen, the leaked dialogues from the visitor, and just so much more. It just looks like, in all likelihood, Season 11 is going to encompass a brand new Fortnite map. Whether that's an island or not, I don't know, but a new map looks to be pretty likely. Look at what Apex Legends just did to start Season 3. In case any of you guys don't know, Apex Legends dropped a new map, and popularity has skyrocketed. Lots of people are back playing the game. I might even give it a shot, I don't know, but it definitely looks like it's doing Apex some good. Obviously, Apex hasn't been around, hasn't been a game for nearly as long as Fortnite has, and Fortnite has had their map around for way longer, 2+ years. Now granted, yes, it's been updated and it's been heavily changed, but it is, in essence, still the same base map. I think it is time to move on from this map, to say goodbye. We've had some great memories, it's been a great run, but for the betterment of the game, to bring popularity back, I mean, not to say Fortnite isn't popular, but to help get it back to where it was about a year ago, a new map would help to generate a lot of interest, and not only that, but we would get all new characters, all new storylines, all new everything, which I think would really energize the game in a lot of ways. Guys, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Make sure to check me out over on caffeine.tv. The live stream link will be in the description below. We're pushing closer to 10,000 followers over there, so thank you so much. Also, check out my second channel. Link will be in the description. I'll catch you guys in my next upload, and until then, guys, take it easy. Thanks so much for watching, and peace out.